Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I have a memory planning process for you. I am memory planning the first week of March, which was a busy week because I went to Go Wild at the planner conference that was held in Anaheim, California. It was great. While I was doing that, my family's life kept going, so they had a lot of stuff going on. I am making a totally separate memory album for Go Wild. So I just printed out a few of my favorite pictures to include in here. We'll see how many of them I get to fit. But otherwise, let's see, I got some Mamby sticks pulled out that are Planner Babe themed. I have the Planner Babe sticker book, and then I have a bunch of scraps from Vicki Boutin's Color Study line, which I love, and I thought I would use those as well. All right, I will put you guys on fast forward. Let's go. This promises to be a very full spread because it was a very busy week full of a ton of picture taking. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to figure out where the pictures are going to go, how many pictures I have. It's a lot. They will not all make the cut for what's going to go on this page. Like I said, I am doing or creating another memory album for Go Wild. So anything that kind of is overflow can also go into there. I love this Vicki Boutin line called Color Study. If you have been here long, then you know that I have used this line. I have bought it, I think, twice now. It just speaks to me. I love the color. And then I thought all of these pencils just really set a great tone for the Go Wild spread, which is going to be just a ton of color. We were in California, so it was bright. It was a little bit cold actually when we were there, but I wanted to really embrace the excitement of the event. So we're going to go all kinds of color on this memory planning spread. So we'll start out with these pencils over on the side. I will trim this off, and then I'm going to use a bunch of scraps from my stash to mat all of these photos. One of the things I love about memory planning is that it really allows you to use a lot of these scraps or smaller pieces that you might have in your stash. For instance, if you have paper cuts or paper die cuts from different collections and only have a few pieces left here and there, you'll be able to use them in a memory planning spread. It really lets me go through a lot of my scrap paper and use some of these bright colors, some of these pieces that I love that I haven't gotten to use because I already used the bigger chunks of them, if that makes sense. So I'll mat all of these different pictures. I'm just kind of picking random colors from the same collection, so I will know that they go together. And you're only going to see a little bit of the color peeking out from behind each photo, which totally works. I only wanted the hint of color anyway. It's kind of a weird mix of pictures. It's like my family life from this week and then Go Wild, which felt like a whole separate thing, but that's okay. We're going to put them all on one spread and it'll work in the end. Once all the pictures are matted, the next step will be to figure out where they will go on the page. Like I said, not all of them will make the cut. I decided, I'm really going to have them be wonky across the layout. A lot of times I line it up or I layer them in different ways. It was such a crazy busy week. I feel like the wonkiness or the tilted pictures really captures that. I know it's a little thing, but it works well for me. So I'll put these in different places. And like I said, it's kind of a weird mix. I do have most of my family type events towards the top of the spread and then Go Wild underneath that for the most part. So for instance, all the things that happen at Go Wild, are down on the lower right hand side, and the things that my family did while I was gone are going to be kind of the top of the right hand side, if that makes sense. And these are again just a few of the highlights. My parents actually came into town. My husband was a champ when I was traveling because of course I left and then 2 out of 3 kids got fevers. They're all fine. It was just a 24-hour bug. And then my daughter broke her toe while I was gone. So he had a lot to deal with and he was an absolute champ at that. So props to him for holding down the fort and being totally cool with me going and experiencing something new. Now that I've got all of these where I want them, I will just get them all adhered down on the page. I am super excited to include a photo of one of my patrons that I was able to meet. I was so glad to meet Angel over in California and take a picture with her. It was super exciting. One of the most fun parts of being there was meeting subscribers, meeting people that say that they watch my channel, meeting patrons. It was a lot of fun just getting to meet different people. Next up, I'm grabbing some of these large Mamby sticks. I just thought the planner theme was perfect for Go Wild. So do more of what makes you happy right over here. I like these clear stickers because you can put them on top of your photos and they will still pop off. This one, this one is the one I kind of regret. So I put it down, I cut it apart, then I put it down. It says just living my best planner life, which was totally perfect for Go Wild, but I move it too far over so you can't totally read. It gets dark, so you can't totally read it right there. And then I cut this apart. That works. I kind of wish I didn't know there was a smaller version of this sticker in the Planner Babes sticker book. So I wish I had been a little bit more patient and perhaps used a smaller sticker, but it works in the end. And I end up moving this sticker over, like I pull it off and I manage to not rip anything, which is an absolute miracle, and get that all in place. So you'll be able to read Planner Life and it'll kind of go across the 2 pages. So it works in the end. I wasn't totally sure. I wish I'd known that there was a smaller version. That's okay. It works. It's going to be pretty in the end. So putting those 2 pages together, and then I'm actually going to look in Planner Babe to find some different boxes and things I can use to add a little bit more writing space, because of course with so many photos there's not a lot of writing space. Oh, I forgot. Here's Create Happiness. That fits perfectly in this little area. It was so fun to do a planner themed memory planning spread. I loved it. I'm gonna have to do that again for maybe in my birthday month or something. A planner themed memory planning spread seems like redundant, but I loved it. All right, just a few extra little boxes here and there just to give me a little bit more writing room so I can write some of the main points that happened this week, some of the exciting things that occurred at home while I was gone. This one just doesn't quite work. I didn't have a good spot, so we'll put that one back. The week that I left was actually my twins' 8th birthday. Their birthday was on February 28th. It was the end of a crazy birthday weekend for my family, and so I had to mark that over on the left-hand side near Monday, and we'll put this little box here to mark what my family did while I was gone, and then the rest of the space will mostly be for Go Wild reflection. Just so I'm still kind of processing the whole experience, and so it's good to have a place to do that. Memory planning is wonderful for that. All right, a little faux washi tape, just really, like I said, we're going all color. Like it was a loud, colorful week, and so we're just gonna go with that in my memory planning spread. I don't know why I felt the need to add more of this faux washi up at the top. I guess I just wanted it to be balanced. So you're gonna see I'm gonna kind of like, I'll get it fit in here. This piece doesn't work, so I'm going to put that back and get one that's slightly longer, but I fill in this tiny little bit of white space. If you know me, I'll find the white space and fill it in. That's for darn sure. So I'll cut that down and then I'll use the other piece just below that. Again, just some extra little bits of color here and there for fun. After I get that last sticker in place, the next thing I will do is use my T ruler. I picked this up at an art store in Georgia. I did have someone ask, and I think you could probably just Google or look on Amazon for a T ruler, but I'll use that to mark out lines for journaling and then do my journaling off camera. Once I'm ready to add it back into the album, I just need to use my We Are Memory Keepers disc punch to repunch some of the holes that got covered up. I love that tool. It's pretty essential in memory planning for me. All right, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I will link supplies that I use down below. And I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons, to the ones I got to meet in California and all of them all around the world. Thank you so much for all of your support. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.